I feel excited. I can feel it even in the atmosphere. When you train with the players, you feel like this week is a little bit different. We've been preparing friendlies, we've been preparing for other opposition, but this smells different, and looking forward to be there on Sunday and feel the pressure and start the competition. That is what we like.
Realistic expectations?
I think you will put me for sure, the goals and everything. I want to be a really good team. I want to use the good players that I have in the best way, so they give us the chance, no, to fight for everything. Yes. As a manager, this is easy one for me. I wanted the players for the first day, 13th of July, everyone here, all the positions doubled, top level players, but you understand that how the competition works, that market is open and you start the competition. We have to adapt as coaches to these situations. I hate these 2 weeks or these 10 days that we have because there is a lot of uncertainty, but not in Liverpool, not everywhere, because once the market is open, but we have to adapt. Honestly, I don't spend too much time thinking on those things. I know that you will ask me a lot of questions about the market and this, but I'm focused on the game against Newcastle. That is massive for me, on using the very good players that we have right now in the building in the best way, so we can be competitive from the beginning.
I think I know.
Yes, what I'm going to tell you. We cannot speak about players that are not ours. I understand the questions, and with Curtis, I think it's not still official, but there is an ongoing situation. I understood with Curtis, I talked to him in the first or second training. We talked, and I value him a lot as a player. He loves this club. It was very clear since the beginning for me, but I understood that probably the outcome was gonna be what it has been at the end, And in terms of, you are asking me what we need, there are certain situations that for me are clear, that are especially now on the wing, because we don't have enough players like specific to play in those positions, and then after in other positions, I think we have to be open and open-minded in the market to see situations that honestly can improve our team. It's not about signing because we need a player here. No, it's about improving the squad, and we have very good players already here. So to improve our very good players, you need like a specific level players. Yes.
Andoni, good to see you.
Cody is performing really well. I think he has been, since the first day training, very well, understanding everything we need from his position. I think you can feel straight away when you talk to him, he understands the game. He's very smart. And he has been, I don't know if one of our best players in the friendlies, but definitely he has been performing very well. And I cannot tell you the starting 11. The players don't know it, so I will never say it, but definitely he's in a great spot.
We won't tell anyone the starting 11.
I suspect you will.
In terms.
Yes, I think Matthias, we knew him from before, but we've been, now that you play always the first game of the season, you overanalyze everything, even the teams that he has been coaching before. We don't have so many friendlies as a reference with Newcastle, but at the end, I don't think it changes too much the style. The end, Newcastle will be strong in transitions, very fast players up front, physical team, especially at home. The atmosphere in St. James's Park is going to be strong. So we know it's not an easy game to start the season. So we have to be ready for that start, for that level of players, and I think we are preparing for these years.
And just finally for me, is there extra motivation for a player like Alexander Isak, not just because of the Newcastle connection, but surely after such lengthy spells on the sideline, he must be chomping at the bit to prove his point in a Liverpool shirt?
I suppose it's going to be it's always special when you play against your ex-team in your stadium, the same way when I go back to play against Bournemouth, or, you always want to do well in the Premier League, and the first game of the season, I think everyone will be very, very motivated, and I think it's going to be the same for Alex.
Thanks very much.
Hi, Andoni.
Yeah, it's true. Both of the things you said are very true. We lost a lot in terms of experience, of high-level players that have performed so well for so many years here. But I think it's also a natural thing in clubs. I think we have a lot of very young players also willing to take those minutes, ready to take those leadership roles. And overall, I'm very happy with the attitude of the players in this pre-season. Always, pre-season is easier for the managers because there are less complaints about minutes, about being out of the squad, about these things. But still, I think everyone has been very ready to understand what we demand from them. And I'm happy with the feeling I have with this group of players, yes.
And in the relatively short time that you've been here, has anything really surprised you about being Liverpool manager?
No, I think a lot of things surprise you in terms of how big this club is, but I knew where I was coming. I knew that we are going in pre-season and we are more than 100 people traveling, the amount of people following us when you go down your hotel and you see the expectations, but it's lovely, and I feel the privilege of being here in this moment, yes.
Carl?
It's difficult to say it in terms of percentage, but I'm sure if you ask Matthias the same question, or a lot of the new managers that are coaching new teams, probably not at 100%, but I'm happy in terms of I think we are in a level where we can compete and we can win games and we can be still a good team. That we need to improve, definitely. We will improve and we will try to do it as quickly as possible. But there are always processes, and I think pre-season always is you never know where you are. So we are willing to start also and know, okay, because pre-season is you change a lot the teams. You don't know if the teams have gone strong, has gone a little bit weaker. They've been training a lot, they've been training less. So friendlies are for me a good reference, but not as good as the real thing that starts on Sunday, and I think we are in a good place. I think the same as other players. No, Alex is going to be a very important player for us this season. Right now, I think he's in a very good place. He's been training every day. He hasn't been a training session. He's been adding more and more minutes every friendly game. I think he already played a very good World Cup in terms of availability, fitness level, and I want to keep him there as much as we can, no? Because we know his level, and if we can keep him there, he will score the goals, he will give us a lot of things. Probably my fights with him, my instructions are more in terms of without the ball, how he can help in the positioning when we are on the ball, so he can open spaces for other players. I'm not trying to focus on terms of goals, but he's a striker, he will want to score. But I try not to judge the strikers because they scored or they haven't.
Andoni.
Yes, for me, there have been a lot of managerial changes this last season. We are facing a lot of the new managers like me here in the first game, so there is an extra part of the job to do, analyzing how they've played in their previous clubs, even certain situations, set pieces, routines that they can use against us, things that they've been doing, and I think we are getting to know each other, with the analysts, the things that I like from every situation. I think we've had already 5-6 games in pre-season to try to arrive also in the best form to this first game of the season. We've been doing the same thing in the friendly, so now we are ready for when the competition starts. But as you say, for me, the analysts group are are very important in clubs. I've come also with one analyst that has helped me this integration with their group, and I think we are in a good place, but I want us, the same as the team, to improve also our relationships, our connections, half-time, these things, because it's the best way to help the players.
And just one on Curtis, really. I think you said you spoke to him very early on. Was there a desire from your end to try and keep hold of him?
Yes, I've never hid it. For me, Curtis is a very good player, very, very good player, but I understood straight away when he talked to me, his situation. He's coming from some years, no, kind of in the same position, same situation, and I didn't know in that moment, but it was a situation that could happen, and it looks like it's going to happen, yes. No, I'm very happy with Trey. Very, very happy. He has been very good in pre-season, not only in the games, even when he trains with us, he's facing top-level players and he's at the level. So I have no doubts with Trey. He will be very valuable this season for us, and I hope he plays a lot and he gives the level that I'm seeing everyday training, yes. Yes, I think Cody can play as a number 9. Probably in pre-season we haven't tried it because we don't have enough wingers probably, and we've prioritized that he understands what we need him from his preferred position, if you want, as a left winger. But I've been talking to him about his minutes as a 9, not only past season, because he's done it before, and in certain situations I think he could help us there in the 9 position, yes. Yes, we took a decision. Captains will be Virgil, will be Alisson, will be Joe Gomez, and Dom Szoboszlai. But I explained to Alisson especially that it's not going to be possible that he wears the armband, because with the new rules, I think there is a big limitation if a keeper wears the armband. Because basically, if something happens in the opposition box, the referee has to explain to the captains what's happening, or all the decisions. So I had one season with Neto in Bournemouth, and then you have to start to every game to say a different player that can act as a captain, and this is not viable. But I wanted him to feel like we value him. I've had enough time, and we will have more time to know each other, but I had to explain also the decision about the armband to Ali, because he's a keeper, and unfortunately they are putting the rules in a way that there is a lot of disadvantages to having a keeper as a captain, yes.